Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman Revolutions. Today we're gonna do one of the longest levels of this entire game. Warning, labyrinths. If you get lost, contact robo routers immediately. So if we get lost, we should just get lost, because we don't want to call the robot routers anyway. So there are gonna be two of those yellow pirate things. Oh, there's actually three, to make it a little more difficult. And well, we're not doing too bad. And there's a cage under the trampoline, but you can't really get to it yet. There's a purple lump. And there's a little secret. If you shoot over there, it's gonna make another purple lump appear, which you can then use to swing over here and get some goldfish to be able to shoot some more powerful shots. And of course there's pirates over here to make us lose our fists again, but we still got them, because I did this like a couple of days ago without recording. But I only lost 2 parts and not everything.
Don't get onto the plum and shoot to go for warning. The plum moves in the opposite direction to the one you fired in. If you want to grab it, stand in front of it. You can throw it in the air by pressing the cross, and you can throw it in front of you by pressing the square button.
Sure. So I got my foot tangled up in some wires. Okay.
The plum lets you move on lava as well as water. And why not stick one on a post? When it's far away, shoot it to make it move. Don't hesitate to use it against your enemies.
So you're actually getting a bit more explanation than in the original game, I think so. Because you can actually use the plum against your enemies. So how are you gonna do that? You'll see eventually. And the life, or the red lumps, are stuck in the wall a bit, but if you need them you can get them. And over here you're just gonna have to take a leap of faith, because there's not really anything else to do. You gotta time it right, so, or else it won't work. Then throw it over there. Nope. Throw it onto his head, and you can use that to get up onto this ledge. And that's one of the 8 cages. because this level is really big. Well, and I will get all of the secrets that I can if I know them in the first playthrough. So I don't know yet if I'm gonna completely 100% this game, but that's kinda hard to do on a first run, or it's impossible. Maybe with really weird glitches and emulator hacks and stuff like that, but not really. So there's a long way to go with one plum, because we already got one secret out of the way. And you can go all the way over here, where we were before, with the purple lumps, and where we got the golden fists, and there's the trampoline under there with the cage. So that's where we're going. And it's kind of weird that they would give us so many healths, because I can't see anything, but so you're gonna have to throw a plum onto that spiky thing in order to get across, and it just pops up there. And there's another plum that you're gonna use here if you throw it right. Oh no. So even this one secret, there's a lot to it. And there's a lot of secrets in this part of this game, which makes this level kinda really big. And you gotta do everything right, because if you don't, you have to do it again. Of course. Or not. Sometimes you can get lucky and then screw it up anyways. So I don't really appreciate having to do this again, because I did this one perfectly the first time. So make sure you hit this one right. Stand underneath it, and then it can fall. So I still got it. Stop. So that's one way of doing it, but obviously not the recommended way. Not at all. But it worked. That's the main thing, that we got the lumps and the cage. Doesn't really matter how. Just have to get it. So now I'm thinking that the last episode, it might be a little bit short, because I don't really know. Yes, I got it. And the ceiling is not even there, but so I don't know how long the last episode was, because it used to be 30 minutes when I failed at recording it, but can I? Oh, I already been there, of course. I was just thinking I should get up there, but I don't think that's really interesting to see. So there's a hole, and over here there is not. So we came from the other side. So yeah, I don't know how long the last episode was, because I did that recording before, and I think I stopped at a different point in time, or a different point in the level. So it might be shorter than 30 minutes, but whatever. There's already an episode that is like 17 minutes, so well, I'm not too worried about the times. That doesn't really matter. As long as I'm enjoying it. And over here, it really doesn't matter if you get hit by the flies, because you're still gonna hold on to the cobwebs, spider webs. And well, right now it just seems like the bugs didn't really care too much for attacking me. And I made a lucky jump there. So there's some lumps over there, which, well, it's kinda obvious that there is something over here. So you might as well go there. And once you're done, you're gonna get that plum, of course. And you're gonna get back on track. But first this, and it's gonna take a while. And you can already hear a cage, which is over there, on the other pillar. Well, I can't really hit it unless I was in front of it. And over here there's well, a thing hanging from the ceiling, and you gotta shoot it. Just like over here. So you can make the jump across. I don't think you can make it. Well, you can just make it without them, but they intended you to use them, and I think it is easier to just use them. And sometimes you have to use them, or most of the times. Well, fail. Many fail. So let's see what we're doing. So even there, at least we got a save right here. Even like parts of this secret are really big. Or parts of this level, which is like all of the secrets. They include really a great amount of details and game mechanics, like I have to shoot pillars, and I can get 2 cages already with this part of the level. and it's not even required to finish this level. Yeah, if you jump in that lava, you will die. And the fire will kill you as well. Which is okay, but you're gonna have to start over if you die. So bear that in mind. As well as now I know why they did put some red lumps over there, because there's no red lumps over here. And now it's kind of annoying, because if you die a bunch of times your life is gonna decrease, and once your life is all done you have to restart everything except for collecting the lumps. So it's also always nice to have some extra lives and some extra retries from checkpoints, but so there's a lot of jump puzzles and timing involved into this part of the game, at this level, at this secret. And now we're gonna ride our rock again onto the lava, which is different from a plum, because this moves on by itself, on its own. I didn't mean to jump there, but I hope I can get the gauge now. Yeah, the fire is really gonna follow you. So I got the gauge. So the fire is following you, and it isn't really moving in a pattern, so don't hit me. At least the spiders are giving some health, but so far they given me 1 health because they took 2 away, while I only got 3 out of them. Instead of so over here, again, you're riding a rock and you have to shoot the stone things hanging from the ceiling. So I believe they're called stalactites, but that's okay. So I think here is the spider. But in this one, there's like a golden fist, so if you use that, you're gonna be much stronger against the spider. Because the spider has a lot of health. And there's a lot of lives over there, in forms of red lump. And there's more lives over here, which you get a lot of time to collect them in time. And where the spider came from, you can go over here and you can go over here, which is like a secret within a secret, but you have to really do the secret to get out of here. And I just ran into this, what's that called? walking shells, I believe, yeah. And you gotta do a really long way with the shell just to get back into the level. So that's also something that makes this level in particularly really long. So you might say Rayman 2 is not a big level, or not a long game, but if you're gonna get all of the lumps, then yes it is. And even if you don't get all the lumps, if you want to see all the secrets that you can get in the first playthrough, that's also kinda long. And yeah, sometimes it just crashes and there's nothing you can do about it. So I hope it's not gonna do that much, because it's really annoying. And over here, of course, there's the red lumps to give you like infinite retries and not having to worry about. So I think I shouldn't jump there. Really shouldn't jump there. So if you make it to the looping every time, or like half of the times, then, or like a quarter of the times, then you're good. And you can do this part as much as you have to in order to finish the game. And Rayman in this version of the game just jumps off magically. Just to make sure that nothing bad is gonna happen to you if you did it yourselves. Like, it would be bad if something bad happened in the last second of this run and you had to do it over again. But at the same time, I don't think they're really gonna matter if it's gonna be a little bit difficult or not. Because they keep adding all of those pirates. So there's a sign over there, Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. So we're not actually into the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire yet, or are we? Because this really seems like Stone and Fire is all around. So blue pirates are only one hit at this point. We can get some lives, but I don't think we needed those. So if you're inside a level, I just checked that I wasn't able to use the options button to use the option button to check our objective. So apparently that only works in when you're into the in-between worlds that they added later. So it looks like you're supposed to go over here. So you might as well go over here. I would just have to say that this emulator and the way that I'm recording right now really works out well, because there's really only a couple of places that the frame rate is gonna drop. So I think this is where I stopped recording, so maybe this recording is a bit longer than, or maybe it isn't, because I was just faster, but I'm gonna end this episode right here, and I can just save it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.